Okay, Taurus, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. We're just going to dive right in because there's a whole ton of information that came out in the Lenormand, and it's a very complex situation. All that which is coming to a head right now, and I don't think you're going to be able to miss it or to avoid it. But there's definitely something that has to do with social change. That has to do with social change, but how it impacts your family and your life. There could be contrasting or conflicting ideas. Remember, you're still very much under the influence of Uranus because Uranus is still very much in Taurus. So there's just this sense of there could be a changing of your mind about something, or a changing about something in the sort of meta-conscious that you're disagreeing with, and there's just some sort of clash that's going on, and it's starting to confront or conflict with happiness. There could also be, it could be also like a little bit more personal than that, not just with social issues, but just the way that you want things to go, especially when it comes to things that are near and dear to your heart, and you're clashing with people that you normally either got along with, or you're clashing with people that you, like your family or your tight group of friends, people that you didn't want to necessarily, they're not disposable, right? You can't just get rid of them, or you didn't want to get rid of them, but there's some sort of clash here. It could have been inspired by or having to get over a death or an ending of something. Now, it doesn't have to be a physical death. Could have been the ending of a job. Could have been changing or switching careers. Whatever happened is sort of catapulted you into this sort of stress situation of, well, now we have to figure out the new dynamics between us, and things aren't going so well. This, once again, has to do with the nest, has to do with the home, has to do with where you're supposed to rest your head and feel comfortable, and then speaking, talking. In other words, stuff coming out at home that is causing a lot of like warning, confusion, conflict, feeling like you're getting nagged all the time, or something that it's almost like, or maybe you have to do the nagging, something that you have to chase, something that you have to chase down, something that you've been put under pressure to do. It's not sunshiny anymore. You know, it's taken away your joy, right? Maybe at first you thought this was an opportunity, but the opportunity is not really making you that happy anymore. It's kind of taken away your happiness. Sort of unlocking a lot of things that you depended on to remain happy or to stay happy. So there's a little bit of conflict here. We're going to get into the rest of the reading. Let's get going. Taurus, this is your sun, rising, and moon sign reading. Always watch your sun, moon, and rising sign. For sun, moon, rising, Taurus, but also know your sun, moon, rising sign and watch all those videos to get a full picture of the energy that's surrounding you this week. This is not really time sensitive, honestly. There's a ton of videos and playlists that you can go look through, whatever you're called to. But Taurus, there's a new video that I post every single Thursday for you guys, along with the Aries and Gemini video, so that you can get a new message every single week. So please subscribe to the channel, and then you can hit all notifications, and you'll know when I upload your favorite content. There's always an extended video, which is a deep dive, almost personal reading and romance reading. It's 2 readings in one, and you can subscribe on that platform too. And that gives you access to the videos about, I would say, a day before you get access through here. So you ready? Let's go. So how do we deal with this conflict? What's going on with Taurus, please? Right there. What the... see? I don't even know what's going to come out. Jesus. Choices. Make the best choices. It's almost like you've been trying to like not say what you want to say because you're trying to choose your words wisely. You know that you're sort of like there's a shaky ground here. Things are tense. You can feel the tension, and you don't want to destroy or ruin anything that's been happy. Listen, I'm going to say this to you. Sometimes, Taurus, you just got to deal with what's in front of you. You can't think of what used to be or what you want, like the ideal situation. What are you dealing with? You know, you got to deal with the truth of the circumstance. If things are conflicting, then you got to deal with the conflict. You got to say it out loud, and you got to confront the conflict. I don't mean that you have to add to the conflict, but you have to confront this conflict. It's not going to go away because you pretend it away. So, but you're trying to make good choices as to, well, what do I say, or how do I go about this, or I know I have to do this. I have this obligation. So how do I reach out? How do I go about this? It's not making you so happy, and it's not fun for you. Bottom line, that's how you're feeling. It's a burden. right? It's not playtime. It's the middle of the summertime. You thought, oh, I'm going to enjoy myself. And this is kind of sort of bringing you down. This is not something that you're looking forward to at all, but it feels like you have to do it. And so you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I do it, and figure out how to do it well, because you like to do things well. But cheer up. No, this is stressing you out. So something's really stressing you out. So something's really stressing you out because you feel you got to do it. You have this obligation. All right, well, let's see. Strangers. There's people here that you don't trust, or people here that you really don't like to be around. It's bugging you. Or you got to deal with strangers. You got to approach people that you don't know, right? How do I approach people I don't know? All I can say is this could be a phenomenal learning experience for you. You know, that this kind of discomfort, there's no danger here for you, but it's discomfort. And discomfort breeds growth. It breeds strength. So this is a tremendous time. This is sort of one of those things, like obstacle courses you're put through by God or the universe to basically conduct you to your next level, to your higher level. So this is an opportunity. It's just not a very comfortable one. And then we have bugs. Okay, you think something's getting to you. Something's bothering you. And yeah, it's like itching under your skin. This is just not something that you're comfortable with at all. But honestly, I'm feeling the vibe that you're right. You have to do this. And I think you know that you have to do this. The only way out is through. That's the only way you can deal with the situation. This is an obligation. You have to stick to it. It would probably make you look bad, and it would probably make you feel like crap if you tried to get out of doing this. So you just know this is something that has to be done. Okay, let's keep going. Hey, check out my other channel, Astrology Motivation. I have a second channel now. That's where I post my weekly astrology forecasts, my daily tarot readings, lots of great content over there. Please check it out. I'll include a link above. It's called Astrology Motivation. You can search for it too. I hope you will subscribe over there as well. I am gifted. This is coming out in reverse. So this is not something that you're naturally good at. Okay. So already I know this is outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you've been put towards a project in your work, or your spouse or your husband or your mother or father, whatever, is saying, oh, you got to go to this because this is not something that you are naturally good at. It is stretching your capabilities. I am gifted is here. You don't feel like this is the balancing act you want to get into. This is not your comfort zone, Taurus. 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 In fact, there's something that just came out. I want to show it to you. Of course I want to show it to you. That's the purpose of this reading. Okay, Taurus. Okay. I love you so much, my pretty girl. She's so cute, guys. Wish I could show you her. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. You see her? Isn't she cute? Oh, my baby. Okay, sorry. Brief kisses interruption. She's just adorable. But this is what I saw popping out. Hold up. In reverse. And it was upright, and it flipped over for you guys. You don't have good memories of this shit. That's the problem. That's a bigger problem. So it's not like you haven't touched this before. It's not like you don't have any experience with this circumstance situation. You just don't like it. You know you don't like it because you've already been in the middle of it. And now it's like, listen, you can avoid it, you can avoid it, you can avoid it. What I tell you, the only way out is through. You want to get this behind you, you've got to get through it. You can't keep avoiding it. The more you push this off, the bigger and more relentless it's going to be. Crown chakra, expanding and growing. So this is an opportunity to understand, to realize, to know, to awaken to different perspectives. It is an opportunity to grow, patience and planning. So guess what? Now this is like keys from the universe coming in to say, let's help Taurus out. You're uncomfortable, but you are comfortable. You can plan things. So maybe plan something out, set specific schedule, dedicate specific amounts of time to this every single day so that even though it's a subject matter that makes you uncomfortable, at least you've brought it into your realm of comfort. You feel like you're touching it somehow, having control over it. Your intuition is telling you that the shit's going to hit the fan. Your intuition is telling you that the shit's going to hit the fan. deception and envy is here. So it's almost like you're conflicted, because that's where the mental conflict is coming from. You know that something is not on the up and up, something is not right. You don't really feel really good about being in this circumstance or this situation, and you don't really trust the people around you. Intuitively, you know something's up. It's like going to a family dinner party, like Thanksgiving, you know, like, I know I gotta go, but all we're gonna do is argue all night. And that's kind of what it is. And it's almost like, for some reason, you decided you have to go. And maybe you do. All right, maybe you do. I don't know. I would just say don't. But a time to give rather than receive, Taurus, this is coming out in reverse. You do not want to give. You're sort of blocked away from this situation. You do not want to put any effort or energy and time into this at all. Expect powerful change. But you know what? You're going to be happy that you did. This was locked away. These are the animal totem cards. But this was locked away and it came out for you. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. And the results are going to be better than you think. Hard work is really paying off right now. Whatever you work really hard at, whatever you don't slack off at, Saturn is supercharged to reward you for. So understand that even though it doesn't feel, you want to just say, fuck it. I don't want anything to do with this situation. It's too uncomfortable for me. The fact that you showed up, you're gonna be surprised. In other words, all of this discomfort could just be a reaction to change, which is not easy for you. Don't sweat the small stuff. Create. Taurus. Get over yourself. Okay? So, part of what is causing a great deal of conflict in this circumstance, Taurus, is that you're looking too much at the minute details. And that's also the Virgo energy. You know, a sense of you have to stop looking at the details because they're going to drive you crazy. The details are, you're just going to keep picking out things that are wrong with this. All right? Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't look at the small stuff. Just look at the big overarching possibility potential and don't dig too deep into this. That's what you got to do. You kind of got to stay on surface level. Create has come out a little wonky. So all I can say is it seems like maybe your ideas, you don't have a lot of ideas on how to deal with this stuff. That is your discomfort zone, right? That is your, that's where you're lacking, and maybe you're trying to escape that lacking. Except that the discomfort here could be coming in part from you. Right? And then get over yourself, because that's what the card says. Get over yourself as in get over your insecurities. Get over, definitely look and own definitely own the aspects of your character that are making this more difficult, because it really isn't all just coming from the other side. It really isn't. And the one thing in this world that you can control always is your reaction to things. 333. There you go. Divine intervention here. The one thing you can control is your reaction to things. And your reaction is extremely important here. So please understand, Taurus, that part of what you have to deal with is your own reaction to things. And you can handle those, right? Don't sweat the small stuff. You're getting little tidbits here of how to deal with this quasi-difficult energy. Taurus. So it's almost a practical approach to something that you've already deemed extremely impractical. You got friends. Friends have got your back. And they're going to come and help you. This is, yes, you've gotten yourself into a sticky situation. There's trouble a-brewing, but you do have friends and people who will help you out. You're not in this alone. And then we have it's a time to give rather than receive. This is Capricorn energy. What did I say? Saturn wants to see you put the energy in. It wants to see you put the effort in. It wants to see you step outside your comfort zone. And it wants to see how you can apply yourself to a situation that you don't normally feel right in. This is kind of, in some ways, a test. But it's more than a test. It's a task. And it's more about, well, I asked you to do it. You know, when your parents used to say, because I asked you to do it, that's the only reason. And really what they're testing is the extent of your loyalty. That's kind of what it is right now with the cosmos. It's like, how dedicated are you to this loyalty, to this purpose? And I think you're very dedicated to this purpose, which is why you won't let yourself back down. Good on you, man. Good on you. We have, I love this, power. We have the power card here, which you do have the power to do this. You do have the power to get through this. Don't go into every situation. He's a warrior, but he's playing the flute. So you're prepared. In other words, you already have all the resources you need. You're to prepare for the worst. But don't go into the situation waging war, because that's not what this is. You're just go in, be happy, right? Just be happy. Put yourself in a state of best case scenario. I'm just going to smile and enjoy myself. And maybe sometimes you can only take it in so many, like in increments. That's okay too. That's okay too. I know you don't really completely enjoy this, but there, this is that sense of put your arrows away, take your flute out. The defensiveness is only going to make things worse. It's going to only make things rougher and hurt you and maybe these relationships. So it really is how you decide to conduct yourself in discomfort. Resolution. You can resolve these issues without attacking people. Any issues that arise, you can resolve them without attacking people. I know that the card doesn't show that, but this is definitely a sense of attacking the issues without attacking the people involved in the issues. Okay? And then new beginnings. All like this is setting you up for a new start or a completely new phase of your life. This is actually a situation that you needed to go through in order to learn a series of not lessons, but skill sets. You need to learn this skill set in order to be able to know what you need to know and be untethered later on. This is 1717. There's a lot of destiny here. So as screwy as it seems, as crazy as it seems, as off as it seems, Taurus, this is actually part of a larger purpose. Setting you up for something, a new start, untethered. Okay? Taurus. Regeneration, that's coming out. Once again, new beginnings. So a new beginning, a new start, new life, happiness, or at least a second chance. Hold on. I thought I heard something. Ah, I said that. Treasure Island. I think things are going to be better than you think. There's an abundance waiting for you if you just swim out to get to it. Slow and steady wins the race here. Could be that you eventually make money out of this too. Or it could be treasure of another kind, right? Either way, you're ready. You're poised for this. And stay poised. Keep yourself at a scheduled pace. That's part of poise. Is like keeping yourself controlled so that the situation around you doesn't seem so out of control. And then you have, it's almost like it's leading you to this opportunity that you actually wanted. The two are actually connected. You just don't see the connection yet. Ooh. Okay. Dude, let's get into that in tarot. We're going to do that. Gold. Divine intervention. What did I tell you? Divine intervention is here. The one card that comes out is divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. It's beautiful. I told you were going to get help. I know you're in kind of a kerfuffle right now, but I told you were going to get help. Because it's meant for you to get through this. It's not meant to destroy you. It's actually meant to teach you what you need to know. So please stick it out. The only way out is through, and that's a good thing. Let's get into your animal totems. Guys, did I tell you about Astrology Motivation? Check out my new channel. Also, find me on Instagram, because when I go live Monday through Friday with these wonderful tarot card readings, and I'd love for you to join in the conversation. You can find me at born_without_boundaries. Okay, snake, time to heal, time to release the toxins. This is an opportunity to actually get out a lot of crap that you've held inside for a while. To heal yourself, you got to feel it to heal it. Only way out is through. It's also that there's a lot of energy here that's been pent up. By keeping this down and keeping this in, you have been blocking energy. And this energy right now, Taurus, is all about releasing blocked energy. Getting it out of the way so that you can complete or move forward with all that you... This is why you're having maybe such a creative slump, because of this sense of you're trying to hold something back, or you're afraid of something, or you've been trying to maneuver around opportunity. Well, listen, don't maneuver around the opportunities. You got to have the hard stuff. You know, you got to work out hard to get the great body, right? You got to do the hard work. This is this hard, like almost spiritual work, where you just got to fucking like trust that you let this energy go, let it out, and then everything else will start to flow. This is snake energy. Time for a deep dive. Yeah, no kidding. This is a Libra energy. So it could have something to do with partnership, but Swan also teaches us, you know, the situation isn't always as ugly as it seems, right? It's not always as bad as it seems. There's definitely beauty here for you to find it if you look deep enough. Let's go into your angel messages, but right before we go into tarot, Taurus, 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 Taurus. We have wisdom was the first card out. Wisdom. Everything has a place and purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. So everything you've learned up until now is going to be your tool. Seeing how well do you use the tools that you've earned? How well do you know how to wield them? Because here it is. You're going to have to pull out all the stops in this situation. I want to see how you handle it. Fear. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present times. You are not alone here. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. And there you go. Healing. I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. All this is just repeating. Imagine. Clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. Let's get into tarot. I will see you guys in the extended. The link is below.